Hey guys, today we're going to do something a little different, but first we need to go feed these animals. Okay, this may not be a video for everyone, but it's going to be kind of a fun video for me. I was going to do it anyway, so I thought I'd video it for you guys. In this bag is something that I harvested actually a year ago on a deer hunt I was on. I had a coyote step out, and I've always had the general rule, since they are huge problems here in America. You see a coyote, you don't pass the opportunity to harvest that coyote. So I did. And here it is. What I wanted to do today is clean this thing up. We're going to boil it. We're going to boil this thing, or boil this guy, bleach it, and try to make us a really nice little European type skull mount out of a coyote. I have really I just can't wait to do this. I've been waiting a full year. Finally found the time to do it. So stick around. Not sure exactly how much I can show it. Well, I am sure how much I can show it. I watch a channel called White Bone Creation, and he mentions all the time about certain things that he can and can't do. It's a huge channel that does these European style mounts, White Bone Creation, if you want to go check them out. I've done a couple of these, not the coyote, but I've done some snapping turtles, because we catch a lot of snapping turtles. I have done 2 snapping turtles, one for my niece and one for my grandson. So this is going to be a nice little coyote for me that I want to put up. So let's get to work on this thing. All right, well, we got the hide off this thing. We're going to try to get as much meat off as we can, just so it'll be a lot less pressure washing and all that stuff. We're just going to try to get as much meat as we can off this guy, and then we'll boil it and run it through the pressure washer. Looking even better. We got as much of the meat off this guy as we possibly could. We got the head meat off, we got the tongue out, all that side muscle, that jaw meat. We got all that out. So now we're gonna go boil this guy and see what we can do with pressure washing. Look at his teeth. He's got awesome teeth, don't he? We have the coyote boiled down. We're going to take it out, set it on the driveway, and pressure wash this thing and see how it turns out. Well, I am really happy with the way that turned out. There's the top part of our coyote. Look at those teeth. They got some really big canines. Turned out really good. And the bottom jaw turned out equally as good. I am really happy with that. Really happy. All right, we're gonna go put this in some bleach. Not bleach. We're gonna go put this in some peroxide and water. I use about 50-50 peroxide and water in a big bowl. We'll bleach this for about 24 hours. See how it turns out. It ought to be really nice. All right, well, it really turned out nice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna submerge it half and half peroxide, half water. We're gonna make sure it's below the water line. That way it doesn't leave an uneven little mark on the skull or something. We're just gonna completely submerge it, and it should turn out looking really good. Well, it's been 24 hours. That is looking fantastic. We're gonna dump this out, go outside and look at it in some better light. I wanna see what it looks like out there in the sun. Well, that turned out really nice. I am super excited at the way that turned out. See if I can get a better light on it. That just looks, it just looks really good. It turned out really white. Now, a lot of you guys, I know, are going to comment that I need to put some Mop and Glow on there or something to keep that nice little shine. Look, this is only the third skull mount that I've ever done. I don't have any of that Mop and Glow stuff because if you watch that channel I talked about earlier, that white bone creation, they're always adding stuff to the skulls to keep it from dust building up on it, and they got all these reasons for putting Mop and Glow stuff. I just don't have all that stuff. I just wanted to boil the skull out, bleach it, and start from the bottom. Like I say, I've never done this. This is only my third skull I've done. I've done a couple of turtles and this coyote. I have 2 deer that are in the freezer. I'll be doing probably toward the end of December. So stick around for that. I'm really excited about getting those out of the freezer, and my wife is as well. So yeah, really excited about the way this turned out. The upper jaw, I can't get over the teeth on this guy. I hope you guys can see that okay. Just really cool. It just turned out great. I'm really happy with that. And the lower jaw as well. Just a cool, just something fun to do with your coyote if you happen to process one. It really doesn't take all that much time. I did the cleaning part in about not even an hour. The boiling didn't take no time. I bleached it for 24 hours. It really didn't take a couple of hours to knock one out. Really not much to it at all. And a lot of people charge, these taxidermists will charge you a little over $100 a piece to do this. So there you go, I saved me $100. Now if I want to glue it, here comes the yellow jacket. If I want to glue it, the jaw's shut, I can glue it in any position. I think I'm going to glue it naturally shut. I'm going to epoxy it naturally shut. And I may or may not get a plaque, I'm not sure. There's a nice little hole right here in the back where you can hang it from the wall and just come straight off the wall. It'll look really cool. Just something fun to do with your coyote. I like to goof around like that sometimes. A little kid comes out in me. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for checking out my video. For you guys that are new to my channel, this is not a taxidermy channel. This is Kinfolk Farm. We're a farming, homesteading / self-sufficient, self-reliance type channel. But I love stuff like this too. We took the opportunity to take this guy out of our property and get him out of the woods, because he is a deer, duck, quail, everything on your property eating machine. So if you see them, take them off your property. They're a huge pest down here in Georgia. And it was super fun to do a little project like this with him. I just love stuff like this. I know my grandkids, which are who I live for, are gonna love this new little thing, this new little coyote skull. I think I'll just epoxy him. I said it again, I'm gonna just epoxy this guy just like that. Just keep it a natural look. I think that really looks cool. But thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Do me a favor, if this is your first time checking us out, click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you've ever done anything like this before. I'd like to hear about it. I got a couple of deer I want to do towards the end of December. A couple of little small 8-pointers that I processed, and I just put them in the freezer, and I want to do the same thing with them. I want to start working more at doing things like this. I think this is super fun. It doesn't take all that long, and I get a big kick out of stuff like this. But thanks again, guys. I love you guys to death, and we will see you on the next video.